Hi everyone, welcome to Battlestar Galactica. Today we're going to take a look at the highly regarded Battlestar Galactica Marvel comic book series from 1978. And this series lasted about 2 years up to issue 23, and it was a fantastic glimpse into what the TV series could have been had it gone on for year 2 or year 3. The comic book series has often been referred to as the anti-Star Wars series, where the original TV show was criticized as being a Star Wars clone. The Marvel Comics Battlestar Galactica line was anything but Star Wars, where Star Wars, especially in those first few years of the Marvel run, was very optimistic, very hopeful for the rebellion. The Battlestar Galactica comics book series is more like a Twilight Zone with a little bit of Outer Limits. Very dark, very grim, some very interesting storylines. And I mean, even though that it was aimed at kids, it dealt with topics that you just never saw in the Star Wars comic book series. It dealt with women's rights. It dealt with suicide. It dealt with what happened to the millions of people that survived the Cylon attack on the colonies and were left behind by the Galactica because there just wasn't enough ships to take them. I mean, just gruesome little things like that are sprinkled through this comic book line that make it a little different than Star Wars. I mean, really gets you to think. There are also two brilliantly written issues of this line. One involves Apollo and the other one involves Boomer. Both great issues that could have been an episode in their own right. And as a kid, I was kind of hoping they were going to be adapted into a TV episode. Here's the cover of the Boomer one. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but this is definitely one that you should pick up. Really cool, tightly written issue. And here is the famous issue starring Captain Apollo, which easily could have been an episode where Apollo meets a stranded Cylon warrior that even the Cylon Empire is afraid of. So, I mean, the covers are that typical Bronze Age. I miss this so much, where the colors pop. There's so much dynamic motion in these colors and these covers, and it's just incredible. And what other series sidelines its main most popular character? And here you have Battlestar Galactica that basically sidelined Starbuck for a whole bunch of issues, only to come back in a grand finale. But imagine Star Wars taking its most popular character called Han Solo and just having disappear for 3, 4, 5 issues. I mean, Galactica took a chance and basically sidelined the most popular character on the show, the movie, and the comic book series. So if you have a chance, I definitely would pick this up. And again, even though it's written towards the younger person, teenagers on the younger side, it does deal with a lot of ideas and drama that you just don't find in other comic books during that period. And the writers of the Marvel Comics line really have to be commended for that. I mean, they really went on a limb in a subtle way. So if there was some censorship at Universal Studios or even in the Marvel hierarchy, they were able to slip through some ideas. I mean, you're going to be really surprised. I mean, Jolly, if you look at this cover right here, Jolly, who never got more than maybe 5 minutes on the original series, has a couple of issues devoted to him, which was really nice. There's even a fantastic issue that should have been a 2-parter, but there's a great issue starring Athena, which really would have been great on the original series as well. But again, highly recommend it. If you're thinking that it's just a clone of Star Wars, it is not. And nothing against Star Wars. That's a great classic comic book series in its own right, but definitely pick up the Battlestar Galactica series. I mean, you could easily find the entire set for maybe $100 in really good condition, reading copies for much cheaper than that. So pick it up and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching this episode. Please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know by leaving some messages. I really appreciate it. Have a great Galactica day, everyone.